Okay, now that we're past all that bullshit, in other news, today is Felix Unger Day. Today was the day Felix Unger was asked to remove himself from his place of residence. And therefore embarking in a wonderful, wonderful TV series that lasted a few years. The movie was good too. But yeah, everybody considers today Felix Unger Day. Excuse me. I needed to get that out. Anyway, I've been scrolling through, there isn't a whole lot being told about certain things. Other than I just saw a whole thing on Gavin Newsom and how much of a fuck up he is. But you people, or people on the way left, thinks he's the second coming of Christ. No. If you want to know about his politics, just look at the shit show that's California. It's a shit show. Okay? The quality of life stinks out there. I don't know how people still live in California, to tell you the truth. Especially in San Francisco. I think they're leaving there in droves. But, people are just going to go with their blind faith and blah, blah, blah. It's funny because Chris Christie turned around and said that somebody who's going to be in court and blah, blah, blah and defending himself all this time shouldn't be running for president. He won't be on the campaign trail. Funny how Joe Biden did his whole campaign in a fucking basement. He basically never came out. On a rare occasion, he showed his face. But he was able to run a campaign, or whoever it was that did it for him, like they're doing now. He ain't going to tell me any different. There is no way that man knows what the fuck is going on. It's a damn shame. But he's got to go. I just saw a clip with Stephen A. Smith. And Stephen A. Smith, you know who he is. And he is very outspoken. And he said, Joe Biden got to go. Got to go. Like I said, I would vote for a Democrat if I thought he was going to work for the American people. But these Democrats, a lot of them, are so far left that their policies would destroy this country even more. Now, there's also extreme far right, which doesn't help the situation. We need a bunch of people way in the center, or a little right or a little left of center, not extreme, to get working for the American people. Look, you're going to have a big push next year for people to be voting, because it's going to be for a lot. A lot. And stop thinking parties when it comes to voting. Think of what are you going to do for here? Not Ukraine, not Israel, not fucking anywhere else. What are you going to do for here? I don't care what side of the aisle they're on. If they're for America first, they should be in office. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. If they're for America first, they should be in office. And if they renege on America first, you can vote them out between 2 and 6 years. So, that's the way it should be. America first. Okay, we are not the world's police. We are not the world bank for everybody else. Here first. And if you don't like it, next up. Plain and simple. Next up. That's the way we should vote. Forget about Democrat, Republican, left, right, whatever. Find the people who are going to work for the American people. And then worry about everybody else. Right now, you have a lot of house cleaning to do after this administration fucked everything up. So that's who needs to be in office. I don't give a shit if it's Trump, if it's fucking Chris Christie, although Chris Christie probably eat his way through the White House. And I can say that because I'm a fat fuck too. I don't care. It's got to be somebody, like I said, who's got to be for here first. That's it. First and foremost, you have to be America first. If you're not, then you don't get a vote. You shouldn't get a vote. It's time to start thinking parties, and it's time to start thinking America. Plain and simple. And what can be done here before we help anybody else. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. Booyah.